Looking at the height of my side, a beauty that you cannot deny. Oh, I love the Serengeti as I watch the sunrise. No matter where you come,
Hello. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Lizzabitty. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so and like this video. Okay? I got a few things I want to get into before we get into our discussion today. And so I want to thank you for joining me on this Saturday. I had been pushing this video back. I had some things that I had to take care of that were some personal pressing matters, and I had to get that done, etc., etc. So please forgive my tardiness. I am so sorry. Okay, so first, before we get started, let's see who we have in the chat. Okay. Hello, Hazel Eugene. Thank you for joining us. Excuse me. Hello, Angie Silvers. Welcome, my sister. She is always here. I appreciate that. Kojo Adama. Hello. Where are we tuning in from? I know where Angie is tuning in from, but Hazel and Kojo, tell us where you're tuning in. And those of you who are lurking, because I see the numbers, drop down and tell us where you're tuning in from. Okay? I'd like to know. Hey there, Frank. I go. H-Town, getting down. Okay, I see. I know where Frank is. So, Kojo, where are you coming in from? Kojo may be a little camera shy and don't want to say. I know where Saban is coming in from. So, welcome. So, today's discussion here that we are going to talk about. Oh, you're in Qatar. Okay, all right. Well, I see. Well, I like to get right into things because I may have a stream after this one. We will discuss once I near the end of the particular title that's in this, but I want to get through these few things that I have on the screen. We're going to get into a few current events, and if those current events lead into a wider discussion, we will do that after. We will have a separate video after that. Yeah, I got a little time tonight. Okay. All right. So the discussion that we have here that you see on your screen, the current event is called theft by proxy. Now you may be asking yourself, what are you talking about, Lizzabitty? What are you talking about? I'm getting ready to tell you what I'm talking about. I am getting ready to tell you what I am talking about. Okay? So we have some people who consistently culturally appropriate from Black folks worldwide. And what they do is, once they do that, they put a markup on these items, and dumb Black folks take their behinds out and start buying this mess. And then you folk who don't have two nickels to your name, but you really do because you buy what you want and not what you need, you go buy the mess too. Case in point. Let's go ahead and get started, okay? Now, I want you to see this right here, okay? I'm going to remove the banner here so you can see the totality of the picture, okay? All right? So that is a Balenciaga bag, okay? Recognize her? Now, for those of you who are continental Africans, those of you who maybe you're not a continental African, but you're in the diaspora, however you would like to articulate it, you know that Africans have been using these bags. The first time I went onto the continent was 20 plus years ago. They were using those bags then. And now Balenciaga has it on their website. And let me just put up the price tag again. $2,090. And you got debauchery right here. And see, they think that this is cool. And ordinary folks who want to live a life like superstars, they're going to be buying this. Africans have been carrying these bags long before I ever set foot on the continent 20 plus years ago. And you folk, you all call yourself talking about how you love Black people. You're so aware. You're so woke. You're so conscious. You're so all of this. And something that is carried for everyday use. I don't care what African nation you go to, excluding the ones north of the Sahara, okay? We're not going to call it sub-Saharan. The ones north of the Sahara, okay? For the people that look like us and the people in this chat. We all know those bags have been sold forever. And they don't cost $2,090. Now, they have something else that I won't put on my screen. They are selling sagging jogging pants. A stereotypical type of the way that men wear their pants, some women too, so I had to digress. But that started from the U.S. penal system for easy access. And they're selling it, and it costs thousands. And these melanated folks who are calling themselves awakened, conscious, Black conscious, awoke, etc., 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 you're going to start seeing them carrying this foolishness. I want to see how many videos I come on here with YouTube and see how many of these people you all are going to call out. Now, I don't want to go in too much because this topic is about what I dislike about Ghana. So at the end, we will delve into it deeper. Okay? Because I can really, really go in on these folks. Okay? I really, really could. Now, let's get on back to current event number 2. All right? Food shortages. So I've been reading some articles here that have come across the wire. Read an article. Article said that Ghana is going to go through a food shortage. Said that the United Kingdom is currently going through a food shortage due to logistics and the global supply chain. If you all did not catch the video 2 weeks ago where I was on Lance Scurv's channel talking about winter is coming, this is one of the things I talked about, as well as how to maneuver. Okay? So I won't get into the weeds of it, but if you go onto his channel, just type in Lizzabitty, it'll come up. The video is about an hour and 15 minutes, if you will. An hour and 15 minutes. It was myself, Lance, and Empress Ella G. I should be on his channel tomorrow, I believe it is. Okay? This particular topic, what I want you to understand is that this is not isolated to, if they're saying that there's a food shortage in Ghana, okay, then that means it's a food shortage worldwide. Understand something. There's a lot of things, nefarious things that are playing out here. A lot of distraction tactics going on. Okay? Understand this. If there's a food shortage on the continent that has the most arable land in the world, that means the rest of the world is starving. Did you hear what I said? This particular article was actually saying the reason why there's a shortage in Ghana is because of fertilizer. Fertilizer. I'm going to leave it right there. You see what's happening in Australia, right? I need not say more. Do I? Do I truly need to say more? I mean, I'm just asking. Do I really need to say more? I don't think I do. I think that's enough right there. Now, we are 13 minutes in, and let's get to the discussion. But before we get to the discussion, I got something to show you, okay? How'd you like that? And let's get it going. Welcome back to those of you who are just joining us. We're getting ready to jump right into the discussion. What things do I dislike about Ghana? Okay, this is a pressing question. Now, you all know my email box stays full. People contact me and they ask me this, okay? Basically to say, what are the things that I dislike about Ghana? If you looked at the thumbnail, all right, you should be able to stop the video and look at the thumbnail, okay? Excuse me. And that thumbnail should basically be able to give you some insight as to what I'm going to discuss today, okay? It should be able to help you with what I'm going to discuss today. So I'm going to tell you the first thing that I dislike about Ghana. You all are going to laugh. And if my sister Sherry Bumbray, she probably won't come in here because I know she was traveling, but this is both of our things that we just cannot, we can't. Now, I will be honest with you and say that I've seen this in other nations on our Kebulon, okay? All right? So here we go. The first thing is the people wearing too small shoes. So what happens, you're walking about the cities and you're minding your own business, okay? Something says, look down, and you go peering at the ground. And what do you see? It could be a male or a female or even a child with slippers on and their heels are hanging off like, I'm going to say 9/10 of the shoe. I know it sounds crazy, but the heel is hanging off the slipper, okay? And you see this so frequently, and you're saying to yourself, why won't they go and put the freaking size shoe on their foot that they actually wear? Now, I'm not going to be able to give you an answer as to why they do it. I don't know. I cannot tell you. I do not know. I don't know. But when they wear these slippers, I mean, the heel is like, you're like, what? What? Now, here's what's funny. My barber here is Ghanaian, okay? He's a younger gentleman. One day he came to cut my hair, right? And again, something in me said, peer down. I peered down, okay? And peered down, and his slippers were hanging just as if he was at home. He's from Kumasi, right? So I said, Sakari, why are you wearing these shoes too small? He started laughing. So I have never gotten a clear answer. So what I'm going to do the next time I go to my Ghanaian family's house to eat, because I can go there to eat up the food because the wife is this fantastic cook, I will be posing the question, and maybe I can come back and post it on my community tab. Maybe I could come back and post it on my community tab as to why the men, women, and children are wearing the shoes that are entirely too small for their feet. It's specifically shoes that they slide in, or could be what we call flip-flops. It is maddening to me. It is maddening, okay? Maddening. I can't stand it. I loathe it. I mean, is it so much that you see that your heel is hanging off and, okay, that means it's too small for you? Go and put a full shoe on. Yeah, please. Can you please go and put a full shoe on? Now, here's what's interesting. The last time Sherry and I was having this conversation, right? And I said, I remember like wearing before, like as a kid, like trying on a shoe that was too small for me. And my foot was hurting. So I'm like, dang, it seemed like to me it should be hurting them too. Needless to say, as I said before, I do not have an answer for you. But I will get to the root cause. I am a thinker, and I want to figure out what the problem is. Because again, my barber, I mentioned it to him, and he started laughing. He never gave me full disclosure. So I cannot articulate to you why. There you go. Two little shoes. Okay? Now, are you ready for number 2? Are you ready for the second thing that I dislike about Ghana? All right? I told you I wanted to, when I made this video, I wanted to make it a little bit comical for you. Okay? The second thing I dislike about Ghana, okay, are ride shares and taxis. You're going to laugh. Who, if Sherry was in here, I'm telling you, she would be in the chat going berserk. Okay. So the first thing with the taxis. So the taxis it's going to have some sub things, some sub components. Okay. If you're using a ride share, let's say a Bolt or an Uber, now you know I have to purse my words, okay? You know I have to purse my words. Now, you know I don't complain about the heat. Even here, and it gets hot here. Not as hot as Ghana to me, but it gets hot here. But every taxi that I'm in, no matter how new or old here, it comes with what? Air conditioning. That is not the case in Ghana. So prepare yourself that it is likely, whether you use ride shares or you pick up a taxi off the street, ones like privately owned, they may be owned by a business, and the business may have multiple cars. It's likely they won't have error, and this is what they're going to say. Now, some of them are not being honest with you. They're being dishonest. They'll say they don't have enough fuel to run the air. That's one excuse. The second one is they will say it's not working. Well, which I didn't know. I didn't know this really until Sherry pointed this out for me, because my app was different, right? So there's an with Uber, there is an upcharge if you want what they call comfort riding. That it costs more money for that. And so with that, you have to pay a little extra. So if somebody comes to you after you've paid you're saying that you're going to pay the upcharge, and they say, well, no, I don't have the Uber. And, they may say to you, no, you didn't choose comfort. And then you show it to them on your phone. You pull it out. You like, boom. Here it is, Chief. So you have to watch that. So, yeah. And it's interesting too. I remember a ride that Cherie and I had, right? And this happened with her selecting comfort, and the guy gets there and he's like, no, you didn't select comfort. No, remember, I just told you comfort there's an upcharge. Okay. So, yeah. Interesting, right? The guy did not want to, he said, well, you can just cancel and get someone else. The problem was we were pressed for time. We were meeting someone very important. We could not be waiting. But the point of the matter is, be ready to do that. This particular visit, I used Uber and a private driver. And the visit before this one, I had private driver. Okay. To me, they're better. However, it's going to take you some time to figure out a good one that's going to be honest, one who you can make a deal with on how much you can charge per week, etc. Okay? So keep that in mind. So, yeah. I know, right? Oh my goodness. So I'm going to go to the comments and see, because I have not been looking at the comments and see what you guys are saying, and then we will start back up again. That was 2 things. Okay. So let's go. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got over here in the chat. Okay. Oh, okay. So Ingrid's talking about the food shortage. Ingrid, listen, I say it. Remember, I said it could be propaganda, but we'll talk about that later. All right. We don't need to run up at home. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Hello, Justine, my darling. Hello, welcome. Hello, Meech. Thank you for joining us. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so Hazel goes about this. She goes, maybe they care because their feet are not hurting. Maybe they don't care. Is that what you mean? Maybe they don't care because their feet are not hurting? Likely. Maybe, but I can imagine. I just cannot. Man, you have no idea. But I've seen it elsewhere, Justine. I've seen it elsewhere. Okay. I've seen it elsewhere. Ghana's not the only place. But it drives, yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's one of those things. All right. Oh, so blind guy, his wife, Eli says, I still don't know why they weren't baby shoes. Yes. Like, why are you wearing shoes that are so free? I'm serious. You have no idea. Like, really. What, it's just interesting. You don't really know what it's like for people to sit and just wear shoes that are, too small. And it's all day. I mean, I'm serious. You see it every day, everywhere you go. And it is comical. Okay, give me 1 second. I need to check something. 1 second here. All right. So let's see your comments here. Okay, Justine says, I am too. Yes. Okay, so with the taxis, Hazel is saying it's likely that they are paying for gas. Oh, excuse me. Hazel is saying it's likely that they are paying for gas. You know what? A saving gas. I'm sorry. Could be. Remember, I told you they gave two options. The times that they've said it. Save it on gas because they don't have enough, where they'll say they don't have enough gas. So let me caveat this by saying this as well with the taxi thing and the gas business. What I've also noticed about these taxi drivers, as well as shared ride services in Ghana, I've never seen one with a full tank of gas. I take that back. I lied. I take that back. Hold on. Let me turn this off. I take that back. I lied. A gentleman in Kumasi that I use. I take that back. Now, but overall, every time that I've used one, I've never seen one with a full tank of gas. I mean, full. Now, they may have had a half, but so that, air conditioning does take up fuel usage. That's a compressor. The compressor has to run. The compressor needs what? It needs power. It needs fuel to run. So, yeah. I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see what else. And then that's what blank I hear. Say I heard the drivers wouldn't be. Some of them, no, really, some of them. That is correct. I agree. I agree. Yes, some of them. So yes, correct. All right. wait. Now that is funny. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. The coolant may be expensive. I like you. Oh, Jima, maybe. That's possible. That's very possible. I never thought about that. Possible. Okay, let's see what else. And then well, of course they are. These we're talking about indigenous continental Africans. Sure. And however, you do see people in other cars that have their AC on. So it's not just because they're used to the heat doesn't mean that they don't want AC, as well. People will run up on you for your shoes. Who wants to stitch you? You are hilarious. She's hilarious. Welcome to the family. Welcome. Okay. So next, the third thing that I dislike about Ghana. The third thing that I dislike about Ghana. All right. Okay. The roads. Now, so when I say the roads, I'm going to expand. Not like you think. So I don't know recently if you all followed the Ashanti Queen. Okay. The Ashanti Queen did a video, and I think she went to visit a cousin. She was somewhere. It wasn't where she lived per se. But the area that she was in, she herself was talking about the roads. She was talking about the political climate in Ghana and how certain politicians would do more in certain areas, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The area that she was in, and you could see from her video, and she and her cousin, they were walking to get sachet water, I believe. And the road was terrible. It looked like cinder blocks where people were trying to push them together to basically make smooth pockets in certain areas. But here's one thing that she said, and so I'm going to expand on what I'm saying. One thing that she said, okay, some of the contractors will start to do the work who've been contracted by the government. And we do this ourselves, as you know, stateside. The government will hire a private entity to do some work and expect completion. This happens worldwide. This is nothing new, okay? But she was saying that they'll start and they won't finish the work, and then typically there's no repercussions for them. So what you have a lot of roads like that in Ghana, where private companies have been contracted by the government and they have not completed the work, but they've taken the money, or they have used substandard materials, and the roads probably lasted just for a little bit, and then of course they started having cracks. The leveling, of course, it gets compromised. So in that regard, I don't like that. There should be some kind of recourse. If a company takes a contract from the government and they don't finish it, there should be some recourse for that. Now, I'm sure on the books they have something. The problem is that it's likely not enforced. Now, she didn't go into that. But it's likely not being enforced. Now, here's another caveat to that. Something that she also said, which I have said to other people that I know in Ghana as well. So when they start up new communities, like there's someone that Cherie knows, and I met this person through Cherie. I'm not giving their names, etc. Okay. The area where this person live, to get into the nooks and the crannies and stuff, the roads are horrendous. Not as bad as the one that Ashanti Queen showed on her video. So go check that video out. I'll probably link it on my community tab if you all have not seen it. But not as bad like that, but bad. And so when you look around and you see these houses in the area that are being constructed and that are already built, because baby, these houses are fantabulous. I'm saying to myself, why aren't they doing community work together? Pull your money together, hire somebody, and come in here and get the interior roads done together. See, a lot of times we cannot. I recognize that typically in every society, civil projects like that is done by municipalities, aka the government. Okay, no matter where you go, that's typically how it is. But people seem to be under the auspices is that, okay, well, if they are not moving fast enough, then we don't have to do anything either. Well, no. Well, I know someone else in Ghana who has a home, and in the area where they lived, they didn't have any what we call stateside street lights. And this particular person went around and asked the other homeowners if they wanted to pitch in to get solar street lights. Some did, some didn't. When the people that did started to install these solar street lights, and the others who did not put in, their areas are dark, they want to do what then? They want to do what? They saw that these other areas were lit up. And I guess they thought, well, if I don't put in, they're still going to in place light. No, you didn't help. So why would I? The area where your home and stuff is, and whoever else, it's still going to remain dark. Like, why would I do that? No, you should have put in initially. So when you go into the area, it's like, it is so hilarious. Okay. You got if you go at nighttime, you got the lights here, and then you got the lights over there. And then when you go down the street down here, it is pitch dark. So, but this person recognized we can't wait on anyone. Let's do for self. We all can pitch in and we all can do this together. Let's get something viable going so we can have lights. Yeah. Sometimes, I talked about this when I interviewed the owner of Palace Africa, and how much the community reveres this man because of what he's done in the community. He's not waiting on folks to come by and give him stuff to start doing things. He rallies these people together and they work collectively. And that's what you're going to have to do. Understand this, because I don't want you to get a false sense. This was happening in the United Snakes of America. It was happening in damn America. Yeah. There's nothing new. Nothing new. All right. Now here's the fourth thing that I dislike. My fourth and final thing. Did I want to say that I saved the best for last or no? Anyway, I'll just get into it. Okay. The fourth and final thing that I dislike about Ghana. I'm not going to say any names, okay? I'm going to be very anonymous because this one here is going to blow your socks off. Or you're going to laugh. I'm going to try to make you laugh, okay? I've been to a lot of countries all over the world. I've been to a lot of countries on the continent. A lot of restaurants. So my fourth thing that I dislike about Ghana is some of the local restaurants. Now let me break that down. When I have walked into certain establishments, they have these beautiful menus. And I begin to ask for boom, 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 boom. And they'll say, well, we don't have it. Now, if I came to your establishment, let's say your establishment opened at 11 a.m. for lunch hour, and you say that you don't have it. My next question is, well, did you just run out? I mean, you just opened. No. We just don't have that. Okay, so I asked for something else on the menu. No, we don't have that either. Well, wait. It's only a few people in here because you just opened. Why don't you have these few items? What is going on? In one particular instance, the gentleman owner said this to me. He said, there's a lot of things on the menu that because he hears me talking to his employees, okay? Because I am just verklempt. On the menus because they are not what you consider a hot item. And so it will be wasteful in terms of inventory and they would lose money. Okay. Here's my next statement to him. I said, how long have you known that these items were not popular or they're not selling and you still have them on the menu? Because in my mind, if the restaurant just opened and you don't have it on the menu, and then your comeback to me is, well, we can't keep it because it's inventory issue and we be taking a loss if we don't sell, then why do you even have it on the menu? How long have you known that this item is not popular, but yet it's still on the menu? So a person like me, who's an anomaly, I do like to eat, but I am picky. I am very picky. If I come here and I'm like, what? See, that makes no sense to me. But that particular place was not the first time that's happened. That's happened to me so many times. And I keep saying, if you're not selling it, why is it on the menu? Like, that to me is a no-brainer. I mean, I don't have to have a PhD in macroeconomics to know to take it off the menu. So please, my Ghanaian brothers and sisters, restaurateurs, if you ain't selling it, start a whole new menu. So that people don't come in asking for stuff and you know you don't have it. But this goes back actually to a part of customer service. Okay? This is a customer service issue as well. It's a customer service issue. Now, I understand business. You don't want to keep things on the menu that are not hot. Okay. Well, how about this? Maybe on Sunday and Monday and Tuesday, you don't sell a lot of Kelly Willy. But on Wednesday and Thursday, you do. Okay. Then say there's like weekly specials. On Wednesdays, you have the Kelly Willy or something. Some establishments are like that. Some are. A lot are not. And I have visited a multitude of them. And it is just mine, especially when I have gotten so hungry, I'm ready to strangle somebody. Now, here's another caveat to that. There is a social media person, okay, that I follow. And they pull up different spots. I said, okay, let me try this spot out because I like this kind of zhuzh because this person had gone to the restaurant themselves and blah 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 blah. I said, okay, well, let me go. I was actually going shopping this day for some dresses, and I said, okay, well, this area where the dresses are is close to where this restaurant was. Let me tell you something. I got through with my dress shopping, got myself a car, and I went to the restaurant. Now, in my naivete, I did not do this. And Cherie kept saying, you need to start doing this. And I just, because I really hadn't experienced this particular thing before. I get to the spot. I'm by myself. I get to the spot. The place is closed. But their hours and what's on their social media says it's supposed to be open. So I get out the car. I'm trying to see if there is a sign up somewhere, etc., to see if what? If I can see why they're not open at the time they're supposed to be open. No signage anywhere. So I sent them a message on one of their social media pages and said, to my dismay, your hours on all your social media, including Google, says you're open. I get to your place and you're closed. And not only are you closed, you have no signage up for potential patrons who are coming to drop their money. And I'm no cheap cookie, okay? They came back. Well, if you come back Friday, we'll give you something for free. I didn't want anything for free. See, a lot of times, and this is a Western construct as well, too, is that when we maybe get some horrible service or something or whatever, we tend to be geared toward getting the meal or something off the meal, etc. No, I won't tell you about your service and let you know I won't be coming here to drop any more money. Now, that's what I won't be doing. Now, here's what's interesting. Okay. I didn't go back that Friday because I knew I was not going to be in that area that Friday. Some weeks go by. I happened to be in the area. But I was going to be in the area again. This was actually a day I was meeting up with Lance. If you go back on Lance's channel, you will see I was on Lance's channel because I thought he and I were going to be able to try this place. I had him come a long way because I was coming a ways. What'd I say? Now, on the second, that was the first visit. I'm sorry. The second visit, that was the day I was meeting Lance. The second time, I was coming a long way, and I sent them a message on their social media because I wanted to be sure that they were open. They responded quickly, and guess what they said? So they said to me, "No, we're not open. We're doing some work on something," which truly had nothing to do with their kitchen being closed. The work that they were doing. Why is your kitchen closed? You know what I told them? I said, "Listen, you don't have to worry. I've tried to give you all 2 opportunities to come get my money. And what you have showed me was you don't want it. It's okay. I'm going to give it to somebody else. I will hit and frequent the places that I know I can get me a good meal from, but I won't be ever coming back over here no more. So whenever I'm in Ghana, when I finally get to Ghana there permanently, I will never set foot in this place." They ain't the only place. It's a bunch of places like that. And remember, I've said to you before, if you go to a place and the place, I don't care what kind of business module it is, if you don't feel that they are giving you the kind of service or product that you desire or want for your own personal edification, you just leave them be. You don't have to go out here and badmouth them unless they cheating people. Just leave them alone. Only because their experience with this person who I follow, that it was great. This person loved it. So just because I could not even get in the door doesn't mean that they won't be good for blind guy, his wife, their life. They may have their stuff together by then. They may have it together by then. But I am not going to be going. I won't, even if someone I know is going to have an event there, I will never set foot there. That's just who I am as a person. I'm very convicted about things. So if I say I don't fool with you, hear what I'm telling you. It's a wrap. You couldn't get blood out of me if you were near death. If I say I don't fool with you, that's just how I am. Now you don't have to be like me, but I'm just telling you who I am as a person. So those are the 4 things that I do not like about Ghana. And you know what is so interesting too with the restaurant things? It's especially with the menu things. It has been many of them. It has been so many of them. And you are just like, why won't you just change the menu? It's I don't know. But Ghanaians, speaking with some of them, of course, and talking, that's why I say it's a customer service issue. And so if you don't have like anybody who's going on a continent, and if you see a niche for customer service, it's going to explode. Because even though you may think that the locals, the continental Africans, they don't want customer service, but trust me, they do. I'm going to give you a prime example. Here's a prime example for you. Now, you all know last Friday I went live. I was at a very, very nice African restaurant here in Dubai. I mean, the food is fantastical, but it's not the only one. And I'm talking about, this is fine dining. They bring your food out on a robot. It's fine dining. So it's not that people don't want it. They haven't had the exposure to what good customer service is. So that's a niche market that you could also enter as well. That is a niche market that you can enter as well. Improving customer service across so many different business lines, so that these businesses can get, of course, repeat customers, yes, from the lowest things to the most highest thing. Yes. And there are a lot of eateries, restaurants here that are very, what we would consider high living here. So, baby, the people want it. They want it because I want it. I want it. I like to go to the fine dining. But I told you I'm a chameleon. I'll do it all. I will rough it and all of that. But I want the fine dining too. Mm-hmm. So, in saying that, I think because maybe a lot of the business owners, and this also includes some of the business owners who come from the West. They're just going to have to do better with their customer service. Now, I'll tell you a spot we hit in Timma. I'm not going to say their name. But if you go back and look at the video with myself and Sister Yolanda and Cherie, that spot we were in, fantastic. The food was fantastic. The food was fantastic. However, there was some other places that we had visited, and yeah. So something to think about. All right. So I'm going to go back up here and start reading some of these comments because I have been talking and I did not want to not read the comments because they distract me. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's see here. Okay. So we talked about what about using water? What do you mean using water, Hazel? Do you mean for the air conditioning? I'm not clear about that, Hazel. I'm not clear about that one. Let's see who else we got. Thank you to my moderator. Oh, yes. Totally. I totally agree. Hello, Mr. Untouchable. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so Ingrid Jarrett says, I don't understand why they don't think that roads like for a community to have. I don't think that that's it. Keep in mind how infrastructure in terms of local residential cul-de-sacs or developments are done there. I think that's it, as well as what Ashanti Queen was saying about some of the politicians. It's not that they don't think it's important. That's not it. That's not it at all. Okay, Mr. Untouchable says, we ain't waiting. Exactly. So, collectivism. I got something for you. Let me see if oh man, I think I deleted that. I did. Okay, I was going to show you something. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Boom. You see there, bro? You see there? We ain't waiting on the government. We're going to get collective around here. Okay. People need to realize they can't depend on the government for everything. Of course. Exactly. People, because this exists worldwide in all these alleged prominent nations. This exists worldwide. Can't advertise it if you don't have. Well, that's what I say. So why list it? They may have, but see, Saban, they may have had it before. But because it didn't do well, they've already printed up this stuff. And I guess, listen, I'm just speaking. So EGO says, why not create? And there you go. The chalkboard would be better. The chalkboard, because you can erase it and start over without having to worry about cost. But if you write like I write in chicken scratch, girl, that may not work. Ooh. Right. Okay. That's bad business. Gotta have it if you have it. Yes. Yes. But see, Mr. Untouchable, that's our way of thinking. Remember what I said. Because that's the same number I went to that had that, the same number I went to that everything is on their menu and they have it. Everything. One of my most favorite restaurants in Ghana is Buka. Now, I could eat at Buka every day. Now, Buka is one of these restaurants. Every day they have like daily specials as well as things, a full menu. But they also have specials by day. That's how you do it. But yeah, Buka is one of my favorites, baby. Buka is one of my favorites. Yes, the chalkboard. Okay, let's see. Chalkboard would be better. Okay. Time to replace the items. Right. Again, from my experience, I'm going to say about half and half. So they still getting an F. That's why I'm saying there's opportunity in terms of customer service. Mr. Untouchable says, I hear opportunity for restaurant makers in Ghana. It's consolation fees. Mhm. No way. You know what? You want to come on, Angie? Angie, do you want to come on? Do you want to come on and share your story? Tell me. Hold on. Let me click the link just in case. I'm trying to get through these comments, but just in case, if you do. Oh my goodness. Thank you, blind guy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That was so nice. Thank you. Yes, I had to get serious. I had to get serious. Mr. Untouchable says it's the principle I understand to do what you yes. But again, that is a customer service issue. Yes. Let's see what we got here. Hello, bro. Hey. So Exodus 8:76 has changed his name. This is living. This is life. I love that. He put up a video and I told you he is very concise. I love it. He is a man of few words, but a voice too many. So anyway, I love the video today. But listen, you and your wife have got to stay out these trees. Now, I told you I have bad knees. You all cannot be in these trees, climbing trees, knowing that every time I see you all climb trees and stuff, my knees are bad and I can't. I'm a bit jealous. I said it. There it is. I'm jealous. Yep, surely am. Okay, you're speaking. Hey. Must have money already. Well, I can't say. Hello, Virginia. Thank you for joining us. No, we first going to start it for. Okay. All right. Thank you. For my moderator, Exodus was next. Okay. You all are talking. Gonna go. Oh, I'm coming. You know I'm coming. Okay. So you all are hilarious. Yes, you do. You fool. Unfortunately, a lot of black people are not business minded. We have this problem in Jamaica. Yeah, we got to do better business. Okay, hold on. I missed something. What did I miss? Wait a minute. Oh, true member say ganja stealing and jam rock. Hello, Kwame. Okay. Medical pass and families allow 5 plants. Okay. Got all brainwashed. They love their so-called learning masters and mistresses than their own. What are you talking about? Kwame, don't come in here with that foolishness now. Now you know how I am. So enough high grade getting grown. No one would come in and count it. You're so crazy. I like our brothers and sisters with their Jamaican restaurants, as well as Ghana restaurants, as well as restaurants in Ghana. Yes. Okay. Wake Up Africa, straight truth. Thank you for joining us. Wake Up Africa. Thank you for recapping. See, I got me a great moderator in here. Is that it's a tragedy. You may be as good as a doctor. Chicken scratch. No, baby. I think mine worse. I think mine is worse than a doctor. Let's see what we got here. Hello. Hey, sister. That's my sister. Okay. And I cry. Enough of African restaurants from home and abroad. Okay. I also have kids and I'm fine just like you. I don't have kids and I am fine just like you. Okay. Hey. Okay. Hey, you say it's the truth. I'm telling you now. We're almost at the hour mark. So I'm going to recap my 4 things. However, I am not going to go into the summarization of each. All right. Because I want to get a poll if we're going to start our second live stream. So the recap first, if you want me to start the next live stream talking about how Balenciaga has culturally appropriated these African bags, put a 1. 1 is for yes, 2 is for no. Okay? Now here's the recap. Remember, 1 is for yes, 2 is for no. The first thing I do not like about Ghana is people wearing their shoes too small. Drives me insane. I loathe it. Okay? Yeah? The second thing that I said I disliked about Ghana was the ride shares and the taxes. Okay? The third thing I said that I do not like about Ghana was the roads inside of the communities. I said that. But the people in the communities need to pull together and do a little bit of what? They should do a little bit of what? A little bit of this right here. They should pull together and do a little bit of that right there. Yes. All right. And the fourth thing I said, some of the restaurants that have things on their menus. They have things on their menus and they do not have it when you get there. Basically, I want them to do better business practices is what I want them to do. Okay? Don't have me come into your establishment thinking I'm getting ready to get me some Peking duck or some okra stew. And then when I get there, you tell me you don't have that, okay? Or some good old fried chicken. Or some grilled chicken. Okay? Okay. All right, let's get our vote on. Thank you, Ebony. I hope you're well, my darling. I got ones. I got 3 ones. Okay, I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to start a new stream because I already have the thumbnail and all of that. And we're going to talk about these people who like to do cultural appropriation. So I will take us out. I want to thank you for joining us here today on the Lizzabitty channel. I am your gracious host. And thank you for joining us. All right. Thank you. Let's see who's here. Okay. All right. So, okay. I got some ones. So we're going to shut this down. I'm going to start a new stream. All right. So everyone, you have a good one. And I'm taking us out. Peace.